Welcome to 843 TV. I'm your host, Carrie Smoot from the Village Spa.
Carl Wells with 94.5 The Coast.
And today we are here in the chamber of the Town Council for Port Royal, as you can see by the sign behind us. Our first guest is actually Mr. Joe Lee, who is a town councilman here in Port Royal, and he is here to talk about how Port Royal contributes to the Beaufort Water Festival.
All right, yeah, and our second guest is Wayne Morris with WHHI-TV, and he's going to be talking about the Beaufort Water Festival as well, and the wonderful things that WHHI's got going on in Beaufort, Bluffton, and Hilton Head. And
then last but not least, we have Mr. Joe O'Brien. He is the owner of a new toy store in Bay Street known as Monkey's Uncle. I don't know why that's so hard for me to get out. But it's a really unique, cool toy store that's down on Bay Street, so everybody needs to come by and check that out.
All right.
So make sure that you come back and join us for more 843 TV.
.843 TV, where Port Royal comes to speak.
843 TV, where 303 Associates comes to speak.
.843 TV,
where communities come to speak.
Welcome to 843 TV. We're here now with Mr. Joe Lee, the town councilman from Port Royal. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for being here. I want to welcome everybody to Town Hall here in Port Royal. It's a delight having you, and it's our 1-year anniversary, so for 843. So it's a special deal.
We survived a year.
Yeah, we did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
All right, well, a big deal right now in Beaufort is the Beaufort Water Festival.
Sure is.
So tell everybody, what is Port Royal's interest in the Beaufort Water Festival?
Well, the Beaufort Water Festival has grown much larger than just Beaufort, and Port Royal's proud to be a sponsor of the Water Festival this year. 3 of the main events of the Water Festival have already been held here in Port Royal. We had the cornhole tournament, we had the kingfish fishing tournament, and we had the horseshoe tournament. So we've played a pretty big role in the Beaufort Water Festival, and we're all in this. And we think sooner or later, maybe sooner, there'll be a Commodore of the Water Festival who might come from Port Royal. So we would be happy to share that with City of Beaufort.
It's growing.
Yeah.
It is a great week, and I know Port Royal is going to be very involved, as they have been already. How are you reaching your audience?
Well, through 843 like this, and we also have a spot on the Jumbotron at the Water Festival,
right.
And we've done some filming at the Bird Sanctuary at the Rookery, and we're just asking people to come visit us.
Great. Yeah, we filmed the
Yeah.
Jumbotron with you, which I'll talk about later, but
okay.
we were happy to have you in.
Yeah, it's fun.
Joe, for a lot of locals, water festivals like second nature in the summer, but for people who haven't been here before, what can they expect when they come to see Water Festival?
Well, the Water Festival is 9 days of fun, and it's a little bit of entertainment for everyone. And obviously, it's right there on the waterfront, so you get shrimp boats, and you get to see a whole lot of stuff, races. And in Port Royal's case, we want, if people get all excited and need a break, we would like for them to just come a couple of miles down and visit us.
Hey, Joe, and how can a visitor get to Port Royal? I understand there's a couple of options.
Well, yeah, and we're pretty close. It's not like it's an all-day trip, so we are off the radar to some extent. But depending on the tide, you can come down or up the river. We're very close on the river, and you can come to our waterfront or our boat landing. And we're down Rebo Road. You just simply come down Rebo Road till you get to Paris Avenue, and that's our main village area. And come and visit us.
If the tides cooperate, how long would it take you to get from downtown Beaufort, say the bridge, to Port Royal?
I would guess if the tide's outgoing, it would take you 30 minutes, maybe
that's not
25
bad at all.
minutes. Yeah.
It's a fun little ride.
And wait till the tide changes, go back up 30 minutes again.
And then you go back that way again. So I've actually never made it to the Water Festival. So we were talking about coming up. I'm kind of excited. But tell everybody, what advice would you give to people who are coming either not necessarily by water, But driving up, say, with my girls, what advice would you give me?
Well, I think take advantage of the transportation that's provided by the Water Festival. You can go to the courthouse parking lot, and there are bus services to take you down. If you come in the daytime, parking is usually not a problem. I mean, there are plenty of parking places downtown.
So where's it actually held at?
It's held at Henry Chambers Waterfront Park in
Okay.
Beaufort, right at the Woods Bridge. And they block that all off. So there is an art and craft show, and then there are things for the children and lots of booths, food and drink. So everything's right there. And evening entertainment, it starts Friday night with fireworks. So the evening entertainment is usually varied from a variety show or talent show to dances. There's a teen street dance, so it's a lot of fun.
You
So,
said
yeah.
it was very kid-friendly, so where can people go to find a schedule and know what's
Any of the
going on?
newspapers are carrying the schedule. WHHI has the schedule on their website, and there's a Water Festival website as well, BeaufortWaterFestival.com, and that gives you not only the schedule but also the parking information, stuff like that.
And I think Port Royal is just a great complement to that week, because if the restaurants, right in downtown Beaufort are, long waits, I mean, y'all have got so many great restaurants out here. I mean, just riding down Paris Avenue, I mean, the barbecue restaurants, and then go down a little further with Fat Patties and some of these great spots you have. What would you recommend for
Well,
a quick dinner
that's
spot?
the whole idea, is to come here where it's a little bit more calm, and you can go to the wetlands and see the birds, and you can then visit the sands and go on the beach. But you can also then, there are a wide variety of merchants and restaurants, both lunch and dinner. And as I always say when I have an opportunity, the nice thing is parking is free.
Yeah.
All over the place.
I think that's a little bit of an issue in Beaufort, I hear.
I don't know, but come visit us because you don't have to have any quarters.
Yeah, you don't have to bring your roll of quarters with you.
I got a question as a fisherman. You said that the Port Royal hosted the King tournament here. That's
Yeah.
King mackerel tournament. Is that what it is? Do you know what the results of that was? What was the size of the winner?
I don't know the answer to
No?
that, but they had to move it one weekend because the first weekend it was scheduled the weather was really bad, so they moved it. And I have not seen the results, so I don't know. I guess they'll announce it at the Water Festival.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I think we can celebrate that we got lucky with the weather, that the hurricane has passed
Oh, yeah,
by.
yeah. And the one thing I'd like to leave everyone with, the one thing that I want people to do when they visit the Water Festival is plan to attend the 59th Water Festival next year.
Yes.
So while you're here, make plans to come back next year. And
I think it really
it's
is
bigger
a
and
family
better.
tradition for
Yeah.
a lot of people
It
around
is.
here. It's a
Long-standing
big deal.
tradition.
It is.
Well,
It
great.
is.
So everybody that needs any information, you can go to BeaufortWaterFestival.com. All right, sounds exciting. So you have no excuse to stay in this weekend or week.
Right. That's right.
All right, well, thank you very much for being with us again, and make sure that you come back for more 843 TV.